For years, Long Island Audit has built its reputation around holding public officials accountable and documenting interactions between citizens and government employees. The channel's videos often feature tense encounters with law enforcement, but in 2026, one of its most controversial incidents didn't happen at a government building or during a public audit. Instead, it began at the home of the channel's creator, Paul Reyes. Paul Reyes is a First Amendment activist and independent journalist best known for operating Long Island Audit. Through his videos, he challenges what he believes are government overreach and constitutional rights violations. However, in May 2026, he found himself at the center of a dispute when a Suffolk County police officer responded to an alleged noise complaint at his property. At the time, Sean was hosting a Memorial Day barbecue with family and friends at his Suffolk County, New York home. According to Sean, Officer Ahmad received no answer at the front door, and then opened a closed gate before entering the backyard. Family members informed Sean that an officer had entered the property, prompting him to immediately confront him outside. The conversation quickly became heated. Sean repeatedly questioned why the officer had entered his backyard without a warrant and demanded that he leave the property. Officer Ahmad explained that he was investigating a noise complaint and requested identification. Sean refused, arguing that he had committed no crime and therefore was not required to provide ID. The disagreement escalated as Sean accused the officer of trespassing and violating his rights. According to Sean, the officer continued remaining on the property despite being told to leave. Sean later claimed that Officer Ahmad pushed him multiple times and struck his hand while the two argued near the front of the house. The officer eventually returned to his vehicle and left the area without bringing the supervisor Sean had requested. Believing his rights had been violated, Sean immediately drove to the 6th Precinct to file a complaint. There, he met with a supervising sergeant and explained his version of events. Sean argued that entering a fenced backyard without a warrant was unlawful, and that the officer's physical contact was unacceptable. The sergeant listened but also explained that officers responding to complaints may take reasonable steps to investigate a situation, and stated that body camera footage would need to be reviewed before any conclusions could be reached. Unsatisfied with that response, Sean decided to pursue the matter further. In the weeks that followed, he documented a series of visits to Suffolk County government offices. He served a notice of claim, a pre-litigation demand letter, and a draft federal lawsuit connected to the incident. During one visit to the Suffolk County Executive Building, he recorded interactions with county employees, including a staff member who incorrectly claimed that he needed permission to film her while she was working in a public government office. Sean also visited the Internal Affairs Bureau and filed a formal complaint against Officer Ahmad. Speaking with a lieutenant, he outlined allegations that included unlawful entry onto private property, physical contact during the confrontation, and violations of his constitutional rights. Internal Affairs accepted the complaint and informed him that the matter would be reviewed. His final stop was Suffolk County Police Headquarters, where he delivered additional legal documents and criticized what he viewed as a lack of accountability within the department. Sean argued that government agencies should be more transparent, and that public officials should be held responsible when they exceed their authority. As of mid-2026, the dispute remains unresolved. Sean has stated that he intends to continue pursuing the matter through internal affairs, county officials, and federal court if necessary. The case has become one of the most closely watched stories on Long Island Audit and could have significant implications for both Sean and Suffolk County officials. For now, all sides are waiting for the investigations and legal process to move forward. Only time will tell what ultimately happens in this case.